Hey folks, Dana Ammons here with the Brand Blueprint. Today I want to talk about something that I think a lot of founders are getting dangerously comfortable with right now. They think they understand their margin. And in a lot of cases, they understand a cleaned up version of their margin, but not the real one, not the one the business actually lives on. And I'm bringing this up because I've seen too many founders look at the top line growth and assume the business is healthier than it really is. I had a conversation not too long ago with a founder who was genuinely encouraged by the fact that revenue had gone up. And that part was true. Sales were stronger, demand had improved, the business was moving more units. And yet, by the time we really started unpacking what was happening, it became clear that the business was not becoming more profitable. It was becoming more active. And those are not the same thing. And that's the trap. A lot of founders say, my margins look good. And what they usually mean is my product cost versus selling price looks decent on paper. But when you start opening the hood, you realize how many things quietly eat margin up. Shipping, returns, discounts, promo, and that spending is across your promotional activity, marketplace fees, payment processing fees, packaging changes, customer acquisition costs, labor friction, the founder's own time solving things manually, which a lot of founders don't consider. And all of that matters because the business can look profitable while still leaking money through operational cracks nobody is properly accounting for. It's like looking at your paycheck and feeling good, but not ever actually checking what happens after the rent, the bills, the card payment, the gas, and the groceries come out. The gross number feels really good, but the live number tells a whole different story. And that's how margins work. And if I'm being honest, this gets even more dangerous when founders start growing. Because growth can hide margin problems for a while. Most orders can create the illusion of health. Huge POs can make you feel really good. More volume can create the feeling of momentum. More activity can make the founder feel like, yo, we are finally moving on. And meanwhile, the underlying economics are getting weaker and weaker. I've seen this in the CPG industry, especially. Founders land a new retail opportunity and everybody gets excited. Units move, awareness goes up, but then the second order effects show up quickly. Now you've got promo pressure, deduction issues, cost to serve, rising and rising, retail terms that you don't quite understand, operational complexity, channel specific packaging and or logistics costs that you can't control. And now the founder is busier, the brand is more visible, but the margin profile is way worse. That's not scale, that's expensive motion. So when I say your margins might be lying to you, what I really mean is this. Your current math may be flattering the business in a way that reality will not. And if that's true, the answer is not to panic. The answer is discipline. So you got to ask better questions. What does it actually cost us to fulfill? What does it actually cost us to acquire? What happens to our margin when discounting enters the picture? Which channel is the healthiest versus just the busiest or the most popular? Which SKU looks good in volume, but bad in contribution? Where are we absorbing cost emotionally or manually that should be showing up in our actual business model? Now, those are operator questions. Those are founder questions. And those are the questions that keep a business from scaling into stress. So if you want help pressure testing your pricing out, your margin assumptions, or how your cost structure changes as you grow, that's exactly what we do here at the Brand Blueprint. So reach out directly to me at Dana@valuegrowthpartners.com. That's value without an E. Or check us out at thebrandblueprint.biz, not .com, because we're about that biz. Now remember, revenue might tell one story, but when your business starts scaling, your margins will typically tell the truth.